These are the top 10 deadliest defenders from set pieces in all time around the world. As I'm sure you're all aware, the conversation this past week, month, even this entire year has been about, is set pieces ruining the game? Are we going back to the dinosaur era for those of us who remember? Is Gabriel the most efficient defender from set pieces ever? Today, we're going to find out. I've compiled my list based on defenders, again, around the world that have scored a lot of set pieces, either direct free kicks themselves, scoring headers from free kicks, volleying in free kicks, scoring from headers, etc, etc. You get the point. The only thing that I did omit is penalties, because some defenders just literally take about 1 billion penalties. I don't really count that as a set piece, even though you know what I'm talking about. If you get the point, you get the point. So, without further ado, if you haven't already, you know what to do. Help with the subs. The more likes, the more comments, the more subs, the more we keep on pushing further. And I keep giving you guys these daily videos on the road to hopefully 100k by the end of the World Cup. Now, in 10th place, I have Virgil van Dijk. This is someone that is, when he feels like it, very ruthless in the air, and you start seeing that. And it's always a last minute one. You start seeing Van Dijk run off like that with a last minute winner. Very, very potent in the air. But the reason why he's this low is because I'd actually expect more goals from him. Someone of his, height, stature, frame, even let's say the aura, force field around him. He should be scoring more headers. And we have seen in the last 24 hours a lot of Liverpool fans kind of, I don't want to say get exposed, but they were all tweeting about how they want their team to score more set pieces. And obviously Arsenal fans found that. They went through their tweets from like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. They're now quoting all of them saying, oh, is this you? Is this you? Is this you? So evidently Liverpool would want more from Van Dijk from set pieces. And that's why he is this low. I do believe he was banging a couple free kicks at Celtic, maybe. I could be mistaken for that one. But speaking of free kicks, we are staying in England because in 9th place, we have Leighton Baines, who scored 32 goals. Again, not all of them are going to be set pieces, but if you know, you know. This guy, any free kick, he was deadly, bro. There's a reason why United wanted him for so long. Obviously, great defender, very reliable, consistent. But when you whip it like Baines, word to Mav, it stays hit. It stays hit. Even before Everton, to be fair as well. Like, we know about him prior to the Everton move. And then, of course, at Everton, he was a mainstay for a very long time. And I felt like we had to get a couple free kick guys in there. But this list is more so about the bullet headers, if you will. So I'm kind of getting the free kick guys out the way now. And then we're going to get to the ones that maybe do both, or predominantly are scoring them dominant headers. Because in 8th place, we have maybe the last of the free kick merchants, if you will. We have my good mate, Roberto Carlos. This guy, 49 free kicks he scored. I mean, obviously we all know about the iconic one against France, the like that. Obviously when I met him, me and him, we're dogs now, and he's picked me to play for his team twice now, actually. So me and him, we're buddy. He was telling me, yeah, listen, he was practicing in training. He used to practice it a lot. So when he saw the chance against France, he said, you know what? I'm going to just hit it, bro. I'm going to just hit it. Like that. Like a parabola. Pa! I said, you know what? Fairs, broski. He tried to teach me, but yeah, I done my ankle, so didn't really work. But nevertheless, he is there for his set pieces. Now we go to the proper leader, centre-backs. In 7th place, Steve Bruce of Manchester United. This guy, when you watch Premier League years back in the day or whatever, all you're seeing is my man just dunking headers. But what some of you may not know is before the Premier League, because obviously football existed before the Prem started in 1992, this guy was United's top scorer with 19 goals in the 1990-91 season. For those of us who remember, how can you be United's top scorer as a defender? And what's even crazier is that he actually never got that England call-up with all these goals that he was providing. Obviously, yeah, maybe England may have been stacked, but still, Steve Bruce, that's someone that they'll put their head on anything, bro. They'll run through the brick walls. He's whipping any corner. You just say, oh, Bruce, every time, bro. So big up Steve Bruce. He's 7th on our list. And from that kind of proper leader, we do have another centre-back. We're going to Spain. And there's someone who, not the most imposing figure, but he scored loads of goals. It is Real Madrid's Hierro. What a player. Obviously, 163 career goals is ridiculous. We know he played for Bolton as well. He was there in Saudi before going Saudi was cool. He could bat free kicks. The reason why, despite his incredible goal numbers rather, why he's not even higher is because there were also a lot of penalties in there. You know, I got to tax you a little bit for penalties, because although penalties are technically set pieces, I don't know, man. Like, I think it requires more ability, more skill to be the ones bagging either free kicks or headers from corners. Then this next guy, however, done both. In 5th place, we're taking it way back. We're going to Passarella, who had a stint at Inter. He was there at Fiorentina as well. This guy bagged 175 career goals, many free kicks. And to be fair, he used to just burst forward and score goals as well that weren't set pieces. So again, bear in mind, he didn't score 170 whatever set piece goals, but he was definitely potent from them. He was a danger in them, be it at World Cups or in Serie A at club level. So big up to him. But now we get arguably the reason why I've made this video, the main talking point right now. 4th place, Gabriel Magalhaes. Is he going to retire as the best set piece defender ever? Potentially. Currently, he's got 28 career goals, right? Most of them being set pieces, as you'd expect. He's a centre back. He doesn't just chill in the box. 18 in the Prem. But the reason why he's this high is because of the inevitability already. Like, let me put it this way for you. His wife at the matches gets her phone out like this. She go on Rice. She's recording just random free kicks from like 50 yards away. She's recording every corner because she knows the chances are Gabriel Magalhaes is going to score. They have tried everything to stop this guy. Put 2 men around him, put 3 men around him doing ringa roses. Put someone on the halfway line or 2 men on the halfway line as a counter-attack threat. It doesn't matter. When this guy flies in like a dolphin out of the water like that, there's nothing you could do about it. And I do believe when all is said and done, I think he's going to just climb higher and higher in this list with each passing season. I mean, I genuinely, in terms of like inevitability, I do believe he's probably surpassed the guys that are above him in terms of like the guys that are above him. We're gonna get to their names. They were super elite, and everyone knows, oh, it's gonna be dangerous. Like, they're proper. You know, you're gonna get the headers, you're gonna get the goals, you're gonna do whatever it takes. But Gabriel's thing right now, they are trying to like ban set pieces. They are making, you know, entire articles. They're writing university thesis, assignments, dissertations on how to stop Gabriel set pieces. And as of now, they haven't found the reason yet. And it's obviously a massive reason why people are obviously complaining that like all Arsenal are doing is scoring set pieces and whatnot. When you have a weapon like Gabriel Magalhaes, I think you just got to use it, bro. He's fake. He's fake. But like I said, for now, he's in 4th because it's more of a recent phenomenon, right? He has got some big headers against Olympiacos, I believe, in like Europa League and stuff. And I think early on against like Fulham and whatnot. But it's been the last 2-3 years where he's really become the guy that everyone looks at like, okay, you are the one that everyone has to watch out for. And the worst thing is, they stop Gabriel Magalhaes, no problem. Saliba will be there. Timber will be there to even score from set pieces. Anyone will be there, even Trossard back post, he will score. So I don't know how to stop this guy, but for now he will remain in 4th place. Because in 3rd, it is another Premier League player. It is a top scoring defender in Prem history. It is John Terry, 3rd place. He scored 41 goals. Again, not all of them were from set pieces, but you know, this is someone that will put his head anywhere to ensure he gets a goal for Chelsea. So much so, even whether it be in either box. Do you guys remember, was it the 07 Carling Cup final, 06-07 I believe it was, yeah. This guy, when he sees Abu Diaby with his foot flying to volley the ball, he puts his head like that. And he got knocked out cold. He's lying there for like 5 minutes. Like, you know, on those bus stop adverts, look before you cross the road or whatever, check your Oyster card. He was lying there like that because Abu Diaby volleyed his face off. How can you be so determined to put your head on everything that you're just gonna get knocked out like that, bro? I say, you know what, Fez? He's someone that you can just see him in the, obviously it can be the Samsung kit, it can be whatever kit. You just see him running off like that every time, running off. Even the Fly Emirates times when Chelsea were Fly Emirates, you just know he's gonna score and start shaking his head and run. You know what I'm talking about as well. He was lethal. Obviously Chelsea's captain, and again that was an era where you look at like 04-05 where they had the crazy, you know, goal record. Nobody was complaining about set pieces because it's like, yo, this is crazy aura, bro. Because hey, if Terry ain't scoring, no problem. Drogba will do it. A couple years later, no problem. Balak will do it. The ball dropped to Essie and score a banger instead. They had even brothers like Bularuz or whatnot, bro. They would have random brothers that were just animals from set pieces that could bag you a goal anyhow. But John Terry was the main guy. So fair play to him. But we go into our top two. This one, I had trouble differentiating which one to put number one, who to put number two. I think I've arrived at the right one. I might change it last minute. In fact, you know what? I am going to change it last minute. In second place, I'm putting Ronald Koeman of Barcelona. Obviously, incredible amount of goals, right? We spoke about Passarella earlier. He was the top scoring defender of all time until Ronald Koeman arrived. Ronald Koeman arrived. This guy scored about, I think, 60 free kicks, well over 200 career goals as well. Of course, spanning, you know, in Barcelona and in Netherlands and whatnot. But regardless, set piece machine. He wasn't, you know, a 6'4" giant or whatever, like a Van Dijk or Gabriel Magalhaes. But even still, he could hold his own in the box, try get a few little headers on things. So big ups to him. I've put him in second. The reason why I put him in second is because I've now factored in importance. And again, the aura you carry from those set pieces. I believe the most deadly defender when it comes to set pieces, where you look at him and just think, if you're defending against him, you just think, no, man, just please don't do it. Number one, Sergio Ramos. I mean, we've seen it in Champions League finals. Like on the biggest stage, on the biggest occasion, this guy rises in the air like a salmon, bang, off his noggin, dashes it bottom corner, top corner, whatever you want. Obviously, again, I'm not going to factor in his penalties and whatnot, but he has scored quite a few penalties to get to. I think it's like, well, it might have changed in the last week or two because he's chilling in Mexico and he's going here. But last I know, he had at least 130 odd career goals. So subtract some penalties, but again, a lot of bullet headers in there. And for me, the bullet, I'll be honest, I don't get the hate towards like the set piece bullet headers. To me, you know my favorite kind of goal, right? It's a half volley that crashes in off the bar, right? The ball just bounces up a little bit and then just ping it and just crossbar, bounce down, goes in. That's my most like aesthetically pleasing type of goal, more than like a solo run or whatever. But I must make it clear, a proper bullet header where someone rises, you can hear them shouting as well, like they're doing tennis. They jump in the air, bang! When it again bashes in off the bar, I'll be honest, the endorphins from that must be crazy. I was not someone that scored many headers in my career. I probably scored like 2 at most, and that would be like a little back post thing where it's like you have no other option but to just head it in from like 2 yards out. I was not a bullet header kind of guy. I was the guy trying to defend him on the back post. Yeah, luckily I wasn't defending Sergio Ramos because that would have been a very long day. But alas, that is my list. To repeat very quickly so that you guys can know and decide who should be like honorable mentions and whatnot. Because I did think of guys like Trent maybe, but he doesn't really score a lot of free kicks. He was more deadly taking them. David Luiz and Alex at Chelsea, when they felt like it, had insane knuckleballs. Or in Alex's case, it's not even a knuckleball. Alex wasn't even knuckleballing it. He would just smash it out of nowhere, just bang it in. But alas, in 10th, Van Dijk. 9th, Leighton Baines. 8th, Roberto Carlos. 7th, Steve Bruce. 6th, Fernando Hierro. 5th, Passarella. 4th, Gabriel Magalhaes. 3rd, John Terry. 2nd, Ronald Koeman. And 1st, Sergio Ramos. Let me know what you think of my list. Let me know, since we've got a bit of a dry spell of no football, I don't really care about Carabao Cup, so apologies. Let me know what videos you want to see until, of course, we get back to the weekend football. Have a great rest of your week. In a bit. Bosh.